our guest is Rebecca Morton, a practitioner of rebirthing and breathwork, dedicated to healing and mental health. Rebecca is sharing her transformative tools with the rest of the world, recognizing its profound potential to facilitate healing, growth, and transformation. Rebecca, thank you for joining me today.
Hello, Joanna. Thank you for having me.
Can you share the pivotal experience that led you to pursue a path of healing and self-realization?
Well, I was thinking about this one, and I think it started when I was very little. I took myself to Sunday school, then I took myself to church, and I was fascinated by all the teachings of Jesus. And then I discovered alternative healing. My mum was always into alternative healing, Chinese medicine, and they may seem unrelated, but to me, I think they're all related. Spirituality and different religions and alternative healing and mainstream healing, they all have their place. They all have their place. And when I was 9, my grandmother had books on her shelf called The Power of Positive Thinking and Think and Grow Rich. And that's when I first discovered that we can create our reality with positive thinking. And then I just became more and more interested in the esoteric. And then I actually had quite a lot of incidents in my sort of young adulthood, because I had a lot of accidents. And so I was trying all kinds of things, and I don't talk about them too much because I don't want to put it out there. I just want to go for the good. I think it's really important that we focus on and talk about the good. Yeah, so I actually trained in rebirthing in like the 1990s, but I was always called to be an actor and singer. And so but I was also called to healing. I was a bit confused. No, they were both side by side all through my life. And so I explored many different healing modalities and then came back to breath work. Around 2014, I found my teacher, whom I'd known in 1989. Like, I'd known her a really long time, but we'd lost touch, and then I found her again. And she's a very powerful rebirther and breath worker and conscious counselor, Diane Jeffries, and she learned from Sondra Ray. And Sondra Ray was one of the first to bring rebirthing from, so I think I'm going into the next question now, but she brought rebirthing from India. She went to Babaji's ashram way before internet or anything else, or mobile phones or anything. They bush bashed their way through and crossed the river and found Babaji's ashram. And she and Bob Mandel and Leonard Orr brought rebirthing to the West, to America. And my teacher, Diane Jeffries, learned from Sondra Ray. So there's a strong lineage of rebirthing. And of course, it's evolved like since the 70s, in the last 50 years, rebirthing has evolved a lot into a different way of doing breath work.
Okay, so actually, what drew you specifically to rebirthing and breath work as tools of healing was that they came from a strong lineage, or what was
Well,
it?
I certainly felt confident in the lineage, but breath work, because I am a singer I was a singer and an actor and a performer as well, breath was really important. And I felt so good when I sang. And I think it's the breathing, I think the breathing and the vibration and the singing makes people feel good. And then so exploring that further, going more deeply into that, the breath itself is our connection to life force. It's our connection to everything. And really, if you want to live forever, all you have to do is keep breathing. So it's kind of the most fundamental thing. And we think, oh, breathing, what's the big deal? We all breathe every day. But then you come and do conscious connected breathing in a trained environment with a trained practitioner, and the power of it realigning and all the cells in your body, the trillions of cells in your body, and activating the body's natural healing process is beyond imagining. If you haven't tried it, you kind of can't imagine, wouldn't you agree?
I actually tried it,
Yeah.
and to be honest, I have not found a tool that was more powerful for my healing, for bringing up even hidden traumas in my body. That's
Yes.
why it's so important to have someone that will guide you on this path
Absolutely.
and you
Yeah.
know, be like this, someone to hold space for you for all of this that will come out.
Yes, that's right. Because the body remembers everything. The body's holding all the memories in the cells of the body, in the cells from birth, and it can bring things to the light to be healed, to be released, and to be healed. And my training was very intensive for 3 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And
Mm.
I've been practicing professionally for about 5 years.
Could you share how breath work has evolved from rebirthing and how it facilitates transformation?
Well, I think it has evolved from rebirth. I think people are scared of it. People can be either you think, well, it's just breathing, it's no big deal, or you think, oh gosh, rebirthing, everybody thrashes around and screams and cries and things, which really doesn't, that very cathartic side of it, which I feel that breath work is no longer like that. Certainly in my experience, and that we can come to a very deep place without too much, without as much catharsis as it used to be when it was rebirthing. Yeah, that's about all I would say about that. And how does it transform? Well, it does activate the body's natural healing, and it aligns all the cells of the body, and it will bring up memories, emotions, and give you an opportunity to really let go. And you might feel amazing afterwards. You might have a big cry or laugh or even not feel very much. I've had people who haven't felt very much, but they keep coming back and finding their life just being easier and clarity coming to them, clarity and joy and peace and profound transformations can happen, whether in all different ways, whether it's noisy or quiet.
It's a very transformative tool, and I just wish more people knew about it, because from all the benefits I've experienced myself, and knowing that there are not so many breathwork facilitators out there,
Yeah.
I am just drawn to it so much. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be also if they only tried.
Yes, yes, it is wonderful. And yeah.
What insights have you gained from breathwork that have shaped your understanding of healing?
I think the most important thing that my teacher taught me, who is a shaman and medicine woman, as well as a breath worker, and they're taught by the great spiritual teachings, Eckhart Tolle and Abraham Hicks, and a lot of the different teachers say the same thing, the Upanishads, that fundamentally all is well. We have to hold that at the same time as we might be going through sadness of all kinds. We hold that all is well. What you put your attention on grows, which is why you'll notice I'm so careful. There's things I won't say because I want to put my attention where, I mean, it's very important for wounds to be witnessed and brought to the light. And that's what my therapeutic space is for. People share profound and deep and things that they've experienced. But the truth is that in the grand scheme of things, all is well.
Well, thank you for that, because I also believe that. And sometimes I share it with others and they just say, oh, no, that's not how the world works. But deep down inside me, I actually think it actually does work like this. On
Yeah.
the greater scheme of things, everything is unfolding as it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do think it's really important to follow your guidance, to find your own guidance and follow that. I think there are so many ways, there are many paths to peace and joy and abundance and fulfillment. And it's important to honor your feelings and know where those feelings are leading you.
Well, it has been truly insightful. Thank you, Rebecca, for joining me today. I hope we will meet again.
Yes, I
And
hope so too. Thank you,
yeah.
Joanna.
And for all of those interested in rebirthing as their healing modality and specifically breath work, I invite you all to click the link in the description that I will share a link to her store, or else you can hop on sisu.com and type Rebecca Morton in the search bar so you can see all her services. She also offers free discovery calls during which you can ask any question and find out if breathwork is a healing modality for you. So
Beautiful. Thank you, Joanna.
thank you, Rebecca, one more time. And I really hope we meet again.
We will, no doubt. Bye bye.